Today on the show, we're having Doctrinn as our guest, and we are going to be featuring his video, I Can't Breathe. Doctrinn, tell us a little bit about that video.
The video was something we had to put together pretty quickly so we could actually match the date.
Okay.
But the whole concept of the song is really based on having a relationship with Christ, and I wanted to show the more sentimental side of it, because everyone looks at God like he's just this hard guy who's always coming down on you, he's always being difficult on you, but really he's a really compassionate God. Mm-hmm. We have the most compassionate God that could ever exist.
Right.
And so the video, I wanted to really show the concept of talking to the camera, singing to the camera as if you were singing to God himself. So I wanted to show something more sentimental to where even if you're standing alone, you're not alone, God is always with you.
Okay. So this seems like it's more about the personal relationship with God.
Right.
This video is more speaking to that.
Right.
I wanted to ask, in listening to your music, it doesn't appear that I can, you can't kind of just throw you into a category like gospel rap or hip hop. And I was listening, and I'm just trying to figure out, okay, so what genre is this exactly? So, I wanted to ask you, tell us, where would you put your music at as far as category?
When I first started off with my first album and my singles, it was just straight out rap, kind of like a Christian version of Eminem.
Okay.
But I started singing while I was rapping, kind of like Nelly. And I was really trying to develop my voice to have an R&B voice. Not quite there yet, but I'm getting better at it.
Okay.
And if I were to have to put myself in a category right now, it would be gospel melodic hip hop.
Gospel melodic hip hop.
Because literally in the middle of a verse, I would start rapping, but I would sing while I'm rapping. So I keep it melodic, and I always try to have different melodies in different verses. Instead of just coming out, saying a bunch of words, and that's it. Try to keep it more entertaining that way.
Wow, yeah, that's very, very interesting. I don't think I've ever heard anything quite like the music that you're making and producing. So really, I want to ask, who encouraged you, or what inspired you to really get into this art, this craft?
Never really had too many people, even in my family, that actually supported it. They thought it was never going to go anywhere. So really, my main source obviously is God.
Okay.
But if it has to be a person, I would say my little brother, who actually started off with me on my first album, he really encouraged me, and he still wants me to push forward with it. He's not doing music anymore, but he wants me to keep doing it. I guess he actually enjoys it, but he doesn't want to tell you. He doesn't want to tell Big Brother how much he enjoys his work or something like that. Okay. It's a little brother, big brother thing.
Right, right. And I can kind of get with that. When it comes to, my mom and her ability to sing and perform, she's amazing. And so, when other people see her just being so amazing, I'm just used to her being mom.
Yeah.
So I totally get that. So your brother, I'm sure he's totally behind you with that.
Yeah. But I got a lot of friends, though, who are actors, artists, singers, and whatnot, and they actually support it. I got a lot of them actually buy my singles. When they drop a single, I'll buy it, too. So we try to support the kingdom and whatnot. And
that's wonderful. And so tell me a little bit about, you had spoke to God as being your influence or inspiration and getting into music. So tell me a little bit about that, how he inspired you and when you knew that you were supposed to, do
start
this
doing Christian
ministry.
music.
Yeah.
I'm trying to it was early 2012. There was a different label that wanted to pick me up, but they only handled gospel music.
Okay.
I was really, really young in my faith, so I was trying to mix the world with Christ.
Okay, so tell me about that.
Somebody made a joke and wanted to call me a satanic Christian.
Wow.
Yeah.
that's deep. Yeah.
Now, I was stuck in a little bit of a rut there at the time, but the Lord pulled me through, and as I decided I really wanted to do music, I really started dedicating myself to it. I tried to rap secular music, cuss words and everything. It doesn't sound natural coming from me.
Right.
So what I realized, one day I was reading the Bible. I was on my side porch. This is in Tennessee. I was reading the Bible, and something just opened up in my heart. It was no longer about me and getting what I needed and getting what I wanted, but it was about God.
Right.
So when I started thinking about doing music, I just started singing about God, really, and it sounded so natural. It came out naturally. And I can honestly say I've never wrote a song in my life. God gave me all the lyrics.
I can relate to that, absolutely. I want to thank you so much for having you on today, Doctrinn. We're going to go ahead and look at I Can't Breathe. Let's take a look at it right now.
Your grace and your mercy makes my heart beat. You're everything I breathe. I wake up, here's another day to fall in love all over again. I open my heart to the touch of the Lord. I just can't breathe without Him. A love letter out on this balcony. It's you, I can't live without you. See, have the happiest heart. We're never apart, 'cause you're now a part of me. Yeah. Your love is divine. I need you all the time in this happiest life that we're sowing. You're the air that I breathe in. Your love completes me. You're the reason my heart can keep going. The sacrifice you had to endure. With every heartbeat, you're my life support. Come on.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without your love. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without you. Your dying breath that gave me life. Mercy for you paid the price and showed me that my life is not worth it after all.
Over and over again, I felt my heart was breaking in two. Little did I know that the healing feeling I felt was coming from you. How many times in a single life could I refuse to see that you loved me enough to wipe the slate and free me from iniquity? My diary's written, confessions forgiven, from sinning to living. I lift your name high. It's you that I breathe in, your grace I'm receiving. I promise never to say bye bye. Bye 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 bye. You'll always be my true love.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without your love. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without you. Your dying breath that gave me life. Merciful heart, you paid the price and showed me that my love is not worthless after all. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without you.
A beat, rejoice when I speak, that's always. Safe from the pain, safe from the shame, live for the name of Yahweh. Holy and blessed is your name.
Without you, nothing is the same.
You're the reason I can breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without your love. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without you. Your dying breath that gave me life. Merciful, pay the price, and you showed me how we're nothing after all. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe without you.
I want to thank you for tuning in. We're so happy to have you, Doctrinn, on the show. The video is amazing. And is there anywhere that they can take a look at your music?
Everywhere.
You have a website?
Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, pretty much everywhere except for Reverb Nation.
Okay.
I can never really figure out how to work them out.
Okay. So check them out on SoundCloud. You have 1.5 million hits. Is that right?
1.6.
1.6. Check them out. Thank you so much for coming in.
I appreciate being here.
All right. Thanks.